Hi guys, and welcome back to another new video, and if you are new to my channel, hi, how are you doing? So I'm very excited about today's video because I'm going to be trying out the new Urban Decay Stay Naked Hydromaniac Tinted Glow Hydrator. So before we head into this video, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any more content from moi. And let's just head straight into this video and see what this little bad boy does. Okay, so this is how the box comes, and I'm a huge sucker for this. I absolutely love matte finishes like this, and the colours are just... If I was a box, I think this would be me. I think it's so just... Anyway, that's just me in boxes. I just love packaging. If the packaging's good, you've won me over already, like... So this is exclusive on Cult Beauty, which is where I purchased mine from, and I've picked up the shade 50, and I'm not trying to make this into a pun or a joke or whatever, but I am 50-50 about this shade. It's meant to be medium coverage and it's supposed to last up to 24 hours. I don't get why like tinted moisturisers or even foundations claim they last like 24 hours, because in my head I'm like, who's actually gone out their way to wear a foundation for 24 hours? Like, fair enough if you're travelling, but it's kind of like, are you really like gonna be that bothered after 24 hours if your foundation's run off? This foundation claims to have 24-hour hydration, up to 24-hour glow and 24-hour wear, which is pretty insane. I've mainly picked this up because my skin is dry to normal, so I get a bit dry on my cheeks here. In a foundation, I prefer something that's hydrating and obviously might give me a glow. I've not had the best experiences with like tinted or glowing like foundations. So as well as that, it is also a vegan formula, and obviously Urban Decay are obviously cruelty free, so it's a win-win situation there. And I was so bloody stoked and buzzed that it was vegan because I just prefer cruelty-free and vegan products myself when it comes to beauty. I do also want to quickly say my current foundation I've been using for the past year is the Fenty Beauty Hydrating, is that what it's called? I can't remember, but the Hydrating foundation. I'm shade 290 in that, I'm pretty sure. So I'll link it below anyway, what shade I am, so you guys can go off that. As usual, I'm always nervous to try a foundation that I've bought off the internet without testing it beforehand. But I did try a shade tester on Urban Decay's website and they matched me to 50, and the same with Cult Beauty, which is where I ordered it from. They matched me with shade 50, and I've never ever worn an Urban Decay foundation in my life, so I couldn't go off their Stay Naked foundation and kind of, because they've got like a table to show you what it kind of matches with this one. And yeah, I've just never used any of their foundations, so this will be the first time ever using something from their complexion kind of items, if you will. Okay, so let's get this out of the box if I can. Alright, so as soon as you open it, it says on this little flap here, the thirst is real. Yes, Urban Decay, the thirst is real for you, girl. Like, I am dying for a good hydrating foundation. And this is how the bottle looks. It's such a beautiful bottle, or tube, whatever you want to call it. The foundation looks like it will be a win-win match for me. Let's screw the lid off. Ooh, I love that little nozzle. So it's really precise. So what I'm going to do with this foundation first, I've already done my skincare and that's all I have on my face so far. And the last thing that I use in my skincare routine is a sunscreen, and that acts like a primer as well. I don't actually go out my way to use primer anymore. I'm done with primers. So I just use that sunscreen as the last step in my skincare routine because it does act like a primer as well. It's like a 2-in-1 thing and it doesn't leave any white residue, so it's perfect. So although I don't actually use actual primers, I do use the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray to go on as I've done my foundation. I'll show you what I mean in a second because I've picked this up off TikTok and I am in love with this kind of like routine. I absolutely love it. Okay, it's made my foundation just go up another level and I just love it. With that being said, I'm going to do half of my face with just my sunscreen, skincare, face, side, whatever, and I'm just going to apply the foundation on one side, and then I'm going to go and put this on my face how I usually would with my Urban Decay setting spray. Okay, so let's actually do a bit of a swatch on the back of my hand. Ooh, okay, this does actually look like it would be perfect for my skin tone. Let me just kind of smudge that in. That's more or less blended into the back of my hands, which is insane. Okay, so let's put this on. I'm just going to go on my left side first. And I'm just gonna dot this around. Oh, I love how precise that is. Like, just, my hair's gonna get in the way, isn't it? Right, so, I look like a bit of a plonker right now, but whatever. I just figured I may as well put my hair up my face. So let me just continue with this. Like, I don't think I'm gonna go for too much because it's such a thin, it's such a thin like application right now. So it's like, I don't want to go overboard, and I guess I can just work my way up if I feel like it's not the best coverage. Why have I applied it so weird and stringy on my face? So I'm going to be using the Morphe E7 foundation brush, which is this little angled little guy over here, and I'm just going to apply this how I usually would, which I tend to buff it into my cheek area first, just because I like the most coverage there, and because I'm obviously red there. Okay, right. This is already matching me really well, and I'm shook. What? Okay, right, let's just carry on blending because I am getting myself overworked here, like really excited. For all I know, I could put it on the rest of my face and it just looks awful. Right, I'm sorry, but if you guys can't see how that is just blended so nicely into my neck, I have a lot to say and I've only just done one side of my face. And that, again, like I was saying, this is just straight onto my sunscreen, which again, like I've said, is my primer. Okay, so now I'm going to use the Urban Decay setting spray on this side of my face just to see if it does have a bit more of a difference. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is apply the tinted moisturiser on my face, and then I'm going to spray it with the All Nighter setting spray by Urban Decay as well, and then I'm going to let that kind of set in my skin before it dries out. So just kind of air dry it for a few seconds, 10-15 seconds, let it all get all the juices in there a bit, and then that's when I'm going to now buff it out, and let's see if it does anything actually, because it's quite exciting. Okay, so I have taken off the headband just because it's a little bit distracting and kind of annoy me, but this is how the foundation looks in its full glory. Honestly, with the setting spray used with the foundation, I can't actually really see much of a difference, and that is probably because I think the tinted moisturiser does the perfect job at creating that glowing complexion. That's what the Urban Decay setting spray did with my Fenty Beauty one. It kind of brought out the glow and hydration a lot more in a really, really good way, and that's why I kind of fell in love with the technique. So as I said before, this is the side that I just use straight on top of my sunscreen and skincare without a primer or anything, and this is the side with the Urban Decay setting spray. And I personally, you might see a bit more of a glow on this side, of course, because I've got the light on this side. Urban Decay, they have done so good. Like, I think they've won me over. I think it's just a perfect coverage for me, and you can't see any redness whatsoever, I don't think. I hope the camera's not picking up more than I can see. It has completely airbrushed and smoothed out the rest of my complexion where there's no skin issues or anything, and it's matched my neck so perfectly here. Like, I think this is probably the first thing I've ever used that really matches my neck perfectly. It does make my skin look a lot more healthy than it is, and I think that is just, as the first time ever using an Urban Decay like foundation type product, they've literally pulled me in by the ovaries. So I'm going to now finish off the rest of my face and see how well it performs with other products on there, and obviously just to bring some definition into my face. But I think it looks quite good on its own, doesn't it? Like, if you just want to pop to the shops, I think this is really nice. It doesn't even need anything else on your face. Okay, so my face is done. I honestly cannot stop smiling about this. It is such a good one. It's so good. So I'm pretty like certain that Urban Decay have won me over with this and has actually now replaced my Fenty Beauty one. Okay, so as usual, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and also comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll hopefully see you in my next video. Bye! I did it, and I'm in so much pain.